All right, hello, it's 10 o'clock. Welcome to the weather update, July 26, 2021. And yes, the smoke is back. It is back, and it is back quite thick, as you can see here. This is what the sunset looked like tonight, and the camera doesn't even do it justice because it was so red. And yeah, I was in Port Washington again. I have a little short video of what it looked like, but it was quite incredible to see. That's how dim the sun was when it was setting. Just quite incredible. When you think about it. And we're going to go right now to the satellite image and take a look right now at what the skies look like today. And you can really see that smoke coming in right there. We'll let it run again. You can really see the smoke there coming in as it's filtering in here from the Great Lakes over us. And you can see maybe not as thick as it was, but pretty thick considering. Pretty thick smoke right there. Looking at the MODIS satellite, which is the next satellite we'll look at, you can see we've got more smoke coming. So this is the first wave of smoke that went over our area today. You clearly see, it looks like it was a little worse, maybe to our north, but pretty bad, as you can see here. Another satellite image, you can clearly see on this satellite image here, the smoke. And you could smell it, too. You could smell it. And it was quite hazy, too, this evening as well. So as the day went on, the smoke got thicker and thicker, and you can see where it's coming from. And there's plenty more where that came from in Canada, and you got the wildfires in British Columbia. Here they are, still going. These are the fires in British Columbia. Can't really get too good of a view of California today. It looks like there was some more clouds, perhaps some rain over California, perhaps when this is monsoonal. Showers and thunderstorms there, but you can still see a good amount of smoke that will be drifting toward our area. And it does look like, however, that the fires in Canada might be under control a little bit. I'm hoping that they are. I don't see too much smoke here coming off these fires, so maybe they're getting some rain over in that on that Red Lake fire, but you can still see plenty of smoke here from these fires in British Columbia. So all this smoke has yet to, you can clearly see how, you can clearly see the smoke here, all right? And that is like the main story that we're going to be talking about once again. That's our, although it was hot today too, as well, and we'll get to the current conditions in a moment. Let's see if we can load the vertically integrated smoke onto this and see if it'll actually work this time. For some reason it shows up and then it doesn't want to work, so I'm going to actually go and put this back and see if it'll work now. So we got it to work yesterday, but it just it's not working. Play. Nothing's happening. All right, well, you know what? You don't need this. You see where it's coming. Let me go to I'll get to this story in a moment here. All right, we'll get to it now, being that it's on the scene. It says, scientists stunned by rare Arctic lightning storms north of Alaska. So, rare Arctic lightning storms, successive thunderstorms. So, they want you to register. But I'll provide you the link. That there is lightning in the Arctic, which again is very rare, and that's all because it's warmer than it's supposed to be. So again, I mean, you don't need the model to see that this is going to be heading in our direction, this smoke. So we're going to be dealing with it tomorrow as well. And maybe we can get into some of this cleaner air later in the week. We'll look at the models, and you can see that there are air quality alerts in effect for New England. But not for our area, and they really should have been issued for our area because that haze was pretty thick this evening. In fact, let me have a picture to show you. We'll show you some. We'll go through some of these sunset pictures, and then you can sort of see the haze there. There, you can definitely see it there. See that haze, the surface? That's smoke. That's what you're breathing in. So current conditions right now, we have temperatures generally in the mid-70s. I do see some radiational cooling going on. That's because it's a little less humid. Well, it was less humid. Looks like the dew points have come up a little bit. We did have dew points. You can see some lower dew points off to the north and the west. Dew points in the mid-60s, but it looks like dew points have come back up now. Upper 60s with dew points once again. getting humid out there again. We did have lower humidity for a little bit today. And it felt like on the North Shore, you could see there were a couple of sites that seemed to be reading lower humidity, as well as LaGuardia, with a dew point of 61. But most of the dew points generally are in the upper 60s, and temperatures are in the mid-70s. It has dropped from what it was earlier. Let's see what it's like over Jersey. Yeah, a lot more humid in Jersey. Dew points in the mid-70s, so a lot more humid there. They didn't really get into the drier air, but again, we sort of got into that drier air a little bit. So let's take a look at what the high temperatures were across the area today, and I think it's safe to say almost everybody got around 90 degrees today. Yeah, around 90 degrees. 90 at Farmingdale, 90 at Islip, 91 at Shirley, 90 at West Hampton. So no sea breeze. You can see that. No sea breeze at all. 90 at LaGuardia, 90 at JFK, 87 in Central Park. So no sea breeze to speak of at all. Everybody got close to 90, and it would have been hotter if it wasn't for the smoke that was sort of filtering the sun a little bit. Oddly enough, cooler in Jersey. It was only it looks like it got up to 90 at Lakehurst. So not a huge difference in the temperatures. Considering, again, with that northwest wind, that westerly flow, that's why not a huge difference with the temperatures. The other thing we want to look at is precipitation as well, because those storms last night, and I'm going to actually move this back to the 25th at 8 o'clock. Yeah, let's do that, and let's see what we got here with those storms, because some of the areas got a lot of rain, and actually we got a lot of rain too. 1.40 in Carl Place, 1.58 in Old Brookville, 0.34 at Farmingdale. It didn't hit Suffolk. It was very isolated, but where it hit, you can see 1.58 in Old Brookville there, 1.64 in New Rochelle, 1.38 at LaGuardia. So northern Queens into central northern Nassau, quite a bit of rain from those thunderstorms. Quite a bit of rain, which is, again, that some areas got close to 2 inches, and we'll see more rain before it's said and done. And like I said, this may wind up being one of the wettest Julys on record. That's the irony. 1.36 also in Levittown there. So again, quite a bit of rain with those thunderstorms that hit last night. Where they hit, there was quite a bit of rain with them as well. So let's go to and I don't think there was a sea breeze anywhere today, so I'm not even going to look at the usual sites that I normally look at. But I mean, generally, not much of variation. Everybody got to around 90 degrees. I did want to actually look at. We'll go to this for a minute because I do want to see when that humidity came back up again. So you can see it says fair with haze. So let's see. Yeah, see how the dew points were. If we look a little, you can see we had a big Q buildup during the day. Hazy sunshine, and then the Q buildup. You can see how the dew points were a little lower. We had gotten some drier air for a little bit, and then the dew points came back up again. But no sea breeze. It looked like there might have been a sea breeze, a weak one. A southwest wind reported there at Farmingdale, but again, very, very weak sea breeze. But that was enough maybe to bring in a little humidity back into the picture again. I want to look at Islip too, as well. And there, our dew point is up to 69 already. So it looks like that the sea breeze did wind up developing after we got. Now it's interesting. This doesn't say 90. This thing doesn't say 90, but I think it did hit 90. But 89, 90 is close to 90. But you can see how the humidity was lower, and then it came back up as the day went on, and when the winds went back to the southwest, I guess there was a sea breeze. So I guess now I will have to look at wind to ground. But before I do that, I want to actually look at some of these air quality alerts here, because, yeah, see, this actually is bringing up the smoke. The air quality, the heavy smoke in the area is due to wildfires out west traveling to Connecticut. So there you go. But we were getting the smoke too, so I don't know why it was not issued for our area as well, because it sure as hell should have been. Considering how thick it was when the sun was setting this evening. It was quite impressive, to say the least. So let me go to Underground, and we'll go and we will look at some more more sites and see. We'll look at see where the sea breeze, see what areas did wind up getting a sea breeze. And I'm going to go first right on the water here. Let's, Bellport. Let's see when the sea breeze came in over there for them, because I guess there was a sea breeze that did develop. We never got it here in the middle of the island of the North Shore. Let's see. Oh yeah, you could see when they did get it. Let's see, west northwest, and then it went. No sea breeze being detected here at this. I see west and northwest winds here, but it must have been some ocean influence because the westerly flow, I guess, right along the water. You could see the dew points were high too. You could see how it held the temperatures down, but you're literally got to be right on the water. That's pretty much what it was like if you were right at the beach. But that's pretty much where you have to be to get any relief, because once you go a little bit inland, if we look at North Patchogue, you'll see that it makes a big difference. Once you go just a little bit inland, no sea breeze at all whatsoever. So sea breeze is very, very weak today. Let's see. Yeah, see, he was near 90. Northwest wind. But, looks like there was a sea breeze. You can see North Patchogue right around 3 o'clock. The temperatures dropped from around 90 to the mid-80s. Dew points also shot up at the same time. That's your sea breeze front right there that came on through and dropped the temperatures, but also raised the humidity. So there was a sea breeze. I guess they did get a sea breeze out there, out east, but even in North Patchogue they got one, but we didn't get it here at all. I'll go look at Carl Place. You'll see we didn't get it. We still don't have a sea breeze, so we never got anything. Let's go take a look and see what it was like in Carl Place. Looking for that sea breeze. So let's see if we actually got a sea breeze here. Nope, no sea breeze at all. Not surprisingly, but we had lower dew points, but no sea breeze. If you were right, let's see how it was if you were on the South Shore. Let's look at Belmore and see if Belmore got a sea breeze. Or maybe you just had to be further out in Suffolk County, which is very possible. It looks like they also got a sea breeze around 2 o'clock. Yeah, you can see it dropped from 90 to the mid-80s, and the dew point shot up there too. So, yep, they got a sea breeze, but just on the South Shore, not for the middle of the island. And if you're in the middle of the island, particularly middle of Nassau, forget it. You got no sea breeze. I'll put the precipitation up here because it'll at least show some of the storms from last night. You can see inch plus in that Levittown area. All the way down to North Massapequa, an inch plus, 1.61. I don't know if I'm not buying the 2.35, but generally 1 to 1.5 inches in this area. And maybe, yeah, some of these numbers look legit over here in Searingtown, 2.15. So just to our north in this tells the story right here. Look at this. This part of Mineola, nothing. A half an inch over here at Garden City Park. But if you just go north, I mean, literally the heavy stuff was just to our north. 2.59 in places like Albertson, Searingtown, East Hills, 2.13. I mean, they got a lot of rain from those storms. And you could see here, again, even Port Washington, 2.09 in Manor-Haven, 1.19 around Baxter Estates. So even that area got plenty of rain. Flower Hill, 2.33. So this area, yeah, really got pounded with all that rain. But it was very localized. Again, like I said, if you were away from this North Shore area here, you didn't really get much rain at all. So very interesting to see. But it's like there was basically a number of cells just kept popping in the same spot over and over again. And that's what caused the heavier rain. So pretty impressive to say the least. So let's go to the models now, and we will go ahead and look at what we have coming our way as we deal with tomorrow. And I'll go and we'll look get a close look here. We'll go to the HRRR, which should have the 0Z running, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look and see what precipitation that we have to worry about. Right, we stay dry. I think the next chance of thunderstorms would probably be. It looks like it's forming some over Jersey, particularly Ocean County tomorrow afternoon, early evening, and then a larger batch would come through toward Wednesday morning. And this is with a backdoor cold front that's going to come through, and it could trigger, and there could still be, it looks like it's developing some isolated showers and thunderstorms even into Wednesday evening. So let's you're going to be able to see what this backdoor front does as we head. So tomorrow, similar to today, but it looks like maybe more of a sea breeze, so maybe the 90s stay over Jersey, and we'll just be dealing with 80s, judging by this. And you can see, look, there's that backdoor front coming through. And then Wednesday, especially for Long Island, we'll probably be only in the upper 70s to low 80s, much cooler conditions. And I think it'll also drop the humidity down too, this backdoor front as well. So tomorrow, dew points, for some reason, even though it's got a south to southeast flow, it has dew points. Generally, I think it may be underdoing these dew points, but it has dew points generally in the upper 50s to low 60s. So if you were to believe this, it looks like it takes the humidity down tomorrow. Then the humidity comes back up tomorrow night, and then you could see this backdoor front here. But the real meat of this air mass doesn't get here, so we stay a little on the humid side for Wednesday, but not as hot. Not terribly humid, but I think it's underdoing the dew points because the dew points are much higher. For some reason, I think it's underdoing these dew points. I really do. Because it kind of underdid the dew points today, and that's why I'm thinking this model is underdoing the dew points, and we're going to have to use a different model. So let's go to the NAM and see if the NAM might be any more accurate. We'll have to go to the 18Z NAM. So according to the NAM, the dew points are probably going to be in the mid-60s. So still somewhat humid tomorrow. You could see definitely sea breeze, south winds, and we don't really see much dew point relief on Wednesday. A little bit, but you can see the northeast winds. So that will bring the dew points down somewhat. I think dew points to the low 60s, but it won't be all that dry. And then we see those dew points surge up again with a real surge of warm, humid air ahead of the cold front on. And this is, you clearly see that warm sector Thursday night into Friday here on this model. It's very evident. A very evident warm sector over us with really tropical dew points. And it could heat up as well with that as well. So I'm going to go look at the GFS now, if we want to go a little further along, and we'll use that for the temperatures as we head. So here's tomorrow, and GFS, see now, the GFS is completely different. It has 90. So I'm more keen to believe that we're going to see, before that sea breeze comes in, probably low 90s in the middle of the island, probably. Again, so tomorrow will be similar to today, and we're going to be dealing with that smoke too on top of it. Wednesday, it's better with the backdoor front. We've got the mid-70s, upper 70s to around 80, I think is more like it. But Jersey, you may not see that as much relief there. It's still 90s. And then Thursday, we're going to have the cloud cover, but it's going to be very humid with that warm sector. And then Friday, the front comes through. We have low 80s, and then the weekend looks really nice. Temperatures in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Real pleasant weather, and hopefully maybe we can get rid of the smoke by then. I'll look at the sky cover here on this as well. And you can see Wednesday looks like we'll have a good deal of sunshine. Tomorrow, too, but it'll be hazy sunshine. Now, Wednesday, I can't say for sure. We may still be dealing with the smoke, all right? Thursday, we'll have a cloud cover and the chances of showers. And Friday, we start getting rid of the cloud cover. Saturday, hopefully mostly sunny. But, of course, this overdoes the cloud cover that far out. I can look at the NAM and look at the cloud cover on the NAM. 18Z run here. This is your cloud cover for tomorrow. Similar to today. I think very similar. Maybe just with a little bit of a stronger sea breeze. Wednesday, a good deal of cloud cover and maybe the chances of showers as far as I get out into Thursday. We will look at the NAM 3, and I am looking at the NAM 3, actually. Let me go look at the precipitation, and we'll see how this handles our shower and thunderstorm threat. So here's tomorrow again. It keeps most of the activity to the north of the area, but early in the morning, it develops a very strong, maybe even line of severe thunderstorms. It looks like it hits the east end Wednesday morning. And then for Wednesday itself, just scattered showers. So we'll have to watch that and see what happens with Wednesday. But as far as the rain goes, but Wednesday, the important point is Wednesday will not be as hot as tomorrow. That is the point that I want to make. So let me go to Ventus Sky now, and we'll go ahead and look at the Cape levels for thunderstorms tomorrow. Most of the Cape levels stay off to the south, so any storms that would form would mainly probably be to the south. Here we are, Cape levels, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. It's mainly staying to the south, so it really doesn't look that good for severe weather for tomorrow right now. It really does not. Let me go to Wednesday. You can see it just keeps the Cape. This is the HRRR, I believe it's using. It just keeps the Cape levels off to the south, and you clearly see that backdoor front coming through there. All right. That's the HRRR. Now, question is, yeah, it doesn't have NAM for that, so can't use NAM for that. Look at the temperatures. When we go to Tuesday, this is your temperature outlook here, and you can see, again, we start off with that westerly flow, so that's why I think we shoot up into the 90s. You can see that westerly flow, but then as we get into 2, 3 o'clock, a sea breeze will develop. And cool, but again, the relief's only going to be really on the south shore, because the sea breeze, now that the water temperatures are warmer, sea breeze really doesn't do that much. So we're still going to be in the 90s unless you're on the south shore, I think. And it really won't drop below that until probably later. Probably not until early evening, probably. You could see. But here's the difference as we head into Wednesday. You can see the wind swing around more to the northeast. And therefore the temperatures are lower, low 80s. I think will do it. This also will show us cloud cover, so it doesn't really have a lot of cloud cover over us. So Wednesday may be a decent day to be outside. But again, we don't know the smoke situation. That's why I wish I could get that smoke model up to look at, and I will try to get it to work once again. Let me use this model here, the Earth and Old School site, because we're going to look at the water temperatures. Sea surface temperature anomaly. Temperature anomaly. Alright, so you can see water temperatures somewhat above normal offshore, but not terribly so. There's a bright spot over there. So water temperatures are near normal, which is generally in the low 70s. We actually look at the actual sea surface temperature. It's saying 22 Celsius, 72 degrees. In that spot right there, so it's close to normal for late July. So it's not really not seeing that much of a departure from that. Let me go to windy.com because we can use the smoke. We can use that to also look at the smoke situation. Air quality, and you can see just lots of smoke here. And we'll go to 2. This is 2 o'clock tomorrow. Really thick. It's got us in a red area almost. But does it get any better on Wednesday? It looks like it gets better to the north of us, but we don't really get into that. So we're gonna have to wait until maybe we can get into some of this air. Hopefully by, like I said, toward later Friday and the weekend. But you can clearly see the smoke and where it's coming from, right from here, and then coming down all across the Great Lakes and into our area. It's just a chain of smoke. I mean, that's what this is. Pull this out. You can see it just following the jet stream, basically. A lot of it's aloft, but some of it's at the surface, too. There's just so much smoke being produced here by these fires. Let me try that model one more time. The vertically integrated smoke. I really would love to use that if possible. Yeah, right. See, it shows up and then it disappears. I don't understand what's wrong with this thing. It just doesn't want to work. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I could roll this back a little bit to an older model. Maybe the issue is it's using an old model. Oh, we're going to use the 23Z model. I mean, this is the 0Z model, which is the one I'd rather use. See, it shows up for a little bit. There it is. It would be nice to get it to work, to actually play. It's just like there's like a 0% on the bottom of the screen there. All right, well, we got something there. You can see the worst of it's off to the north. Trying to get the forecast. This is 7:28 now. This is Wednesday. And 28 4Z. Let's go to 21Z tomorrow. Looks pretty thick over us tomorrow. So yeah, it looks like it's got some pretty thick smoke. Oh, here we go. All right, I got it to work. You can sort of see looks like it does try to improve the smoke by Wednesday. There's also near surface smoke too. Good luck getting that one to work. It's a great thing. If you can get this thing to work properly, it's great. I don't know if it's me or I don't know what it is, but it's a good model if you get it to work right. But I'll try to see if I can find another similar model I can use, because this thing, it's just unusable. It doesn't work at all. It just doesn't load. I mean, it's stuck at 0%, so it's obviously the site that is being overloaded, probably. So anyway, we're going to be dealing with the smoke tomorrow again, so be prepared for that. And that's going to wrap up this weather update. It's a shame that the local weather service is not, let's see, Tuesday's weather highlights. You can see this is their tweet, but they're not really bringing up the smoke at all. And they're also bringing up the fact that there's a marginal of risk for severe weather, mainly to the north of the area tomorrow. But nothing about the smoke. Nothing about the smoke. All right, well, I do mention it here. Cirrus is currently giving us partly just to our north hazy smoke. There you go. So I bet if you went to the weather office in Boston, they'd be talking about the smoke a little more. They actually have in the forecast patchy smoke. Look at that. So they're actually reporting smoke in this area here. So they are reporting wildfire smoke in this area, fair with haze. It says patchy smoke before 1 a.m. So there you go. That's the smoke there. They're getting it in New England there. At least they're talking about it there. Let's see if their Twitter brings it up. Smoke model forecast. Oh, here we go. They have a link on their Twitter. So let's go to their Twitter. And we're going to pull up the smoke model forecast. So maybe they're using something. All right, here's a different model. So here's the smoke. This is the smoke. You can see the smoke coming down right here. That's the smoke that we were dealing with, and then it's leaving, and then, according to this at least, we get a little break. But again, looking at the model, it says the smoke is expected to dissipate some overnight and return a bit Tuesday, but not to the extent of today. So you're talking about the smoke here. So New England was really dealing with the smoke today, and we were dealing with it a little bit too over our area. And again, the smoke was, you really noticed it tonight. So the main story is the smoke, of course, and you can't. I mean, this is we were dealing with thick smoke like New England, and I don't know why nobody was talking about it here. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Hopefully, we can get rid of some of the smoke tomorrow, but I think we're going to have to wait till the weekend probably to really see any significant improvement in the air quality. That's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.